Hello, guys. Wow, I am glowing. I am a ghost today. Hello, child. How are you doing? Pulsh, good to see you. Cookie. Pulsh, thank you very much for the 13 months. Amazing. You know what that means, Pulsh. Just starting the stream off right. Just one entry right into the giveaway first thing. Jen, good morning. How's it going? Hey, chef, welcome in. Everyone having a good morning so far? Pulsh 109. If I don't cover my face, the camera will just always look at my face. Yeah, did it for the onion. Thanks, man. Just set up your Switch and it's downloading games. Oh, what did you choose? Amazing, Cookie. Got a few festive items out for the stream. I might adjust these blinds so I'm not blinded. It's starting to feel a little bit more like Christmas. And I don't think I'm setting up a tree this year, guys. There's not really any room currently the way we have things set up. And you know what? That's okay. Because everywhere else we go, it feels like Christmas. So if this year is not the year to set something up, I'm okay with that. Dog sitting and studying. Man, what kind of doggo do you have this time? Zelda, Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart to start. Perfect 3 to start, Cookie. The glassware and shelving. Yeah, it's semi-new. When did we get this, Cookie? Maybe 2 months ago now? Has it been that long? Probably about 2 months. We got them off Wayfair. So it was a set of 2. Obviously, it's like, I don't know what kind of wood it's made out of, but it looks like kind of distressed the way that they stained it. It's gray. And yeah, I needed somewhere to hang up my wine glasses so that they wouldn't get broken somewhere. So doing a couple things in the kitchen to eventually make it our own. Pulsh, you gave the Pokemon games to your brother so the nephews have it for Christmas. Awesome. A German Shepherd puppy? She keeps chewing on the laptop cord. Puppies will eat everything. Must be teething then. How cute. Oh, what the heck happened? We still got our sound on? Okay, there it is. Even on the YouTube channel, everyone in chat's just like, F. It's too quiet. All right, guys, so sorry that we were not streaming yesterday. I hope that you guys saw our little note on Discord. The week honestly flew by. We were really busy with work and the fridge was full of leftovers, so I couldn't bring myself to cook more food just in case we didn't use up what we already had because I don't like wasting stuff. So took the night off, got everything organized, and now we're back. Nice, Polish. You got the plastering done in the dining room, ready to start priming and painting. Perfect. The end details, it always feels good. Yeah, you gotta love the puppies, but they are seriously so much work. That's why Sam and I, as much as we want a dog and a puppy is what we're gonna get, we're just not ready to take on that responsibility. What kind of leftovers? Well, there is pizza. What else did we have yesterday? Like roasted squash, shrimp. There's beef and barley soup. There's minestrone soup. Like we didn't even make a dent in them yesterday, but that's okay. Because what we're making today, I don't think there's gonna be much leftovers. We have a pretty nice piece of halibut that can be shared between 2 people. Yeah, what a nice surprise to wake up to. Why is the bed comforter wet? Oh man. You have bread dough in the making as of this Monday. The bread flour is in. Nice, Polish. Did you have to order it off Amazon? Also, what bread are you starting with? This is important, dude. The struggle, but I feel you, man. I feel ya. Just gonna make the pizza dough recipe. Oh, sweet. Pizza is life. Oh, good news, guys. So we had a free pizza available at Domino's because of their points. So we went there Thursday for lunch. And the owner happened to be there at the same time. And he took our business card and he owns 4 other Domino's in the city. Imagine if we get to do handyman work at a pizza spot. Amazing. So pumped. I hope it happens. Except it'll be too distracting. It's like, can I just make pizza instead? Okay, here's the recipe that Annie sent me. I hope he pops in at some point. I tagged him on Discord so he would hopefully see that we're streaming his meal request today. And he requested that if I could make it before Christmas for him, because when January comes, he's gonna be really busy at school with his robotics class, so that's fair. And Annie also donated, I think it was around $50 for me to make this dish, which will definitely pay for the halibut and all the other ingredients. So thank you very much to him. Yeah, exactly, Polish. Then he sees me make a pizza and tries to hire me. Seriously, the guy that he had there, though, making the pizza, one of the best I've ever had. I can't get sucked back in, though, although it is very easy to do that. I always get pan pizza from Domino's. It's the only thing we order from there, because every other crust option they have tastes like cardboard. Whereas the pan-style pizza, they make the dough fresh every day, or they're supposed to. So it's really good. It's kind of like a thicker, yeah, exactly. It's like kind of a Brooklyn-style crust where it's baked in a pan. Obviously, there's oil and it gets really like crispy on the outside and then it's really chewy on the inside. Super yum. Hi, Sammy. Sammy's checking on me. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Are you streaming?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's okay.
Oh, what you making?
Fish Kulebyaka. It's a Russian thing.
Okay. I was going to say, it sounded Slavic.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it?
It's kind of like a Wellington, but it has rice in the middle with the fish.
In pastry.
Yeah.
Okay. Never heard of it.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, Polish says, hi, Mom, in capital letters.
Is that who sent you the little package
Yeah.
this week? Well,
I haven't opened it yet.
I was very curious. Do it.
I already know what it is.
Oh, well, I don't.
Yeah, Polish, you hear the impact. It's true. They're putting the caster wheels on the egg table. So should we open this then? I didn't know if I should, if I had to wait until Christmas or not. Jen! Thank you for the 5 months. You're on a 4-month streak. So happy you decided to become part of the Onion Squad. I think you're the only like Saint A person that actually watches consistently. So thanks, Jen. Hi, Nike. How are you doing, man? You know what that means, Jen. You're also entered into the apron giveaway, which is right there. Okay, use the soap now. You know I need it, Polsh. Chips for dinner. You had to work last night? How was it? Into the jar, Jen. Good luck. All right. Starting the stream with some, what do we call this? Fan mail?
I was curious. I like packages.
Mom needs to know. What?
So cute.
It says Kate. Little gingerbread men. Nice wrapping, dude. The fact that you went out of your way to do that, I appreciate that. Like as soon as I opened the package, it smelled so good. Black cherry. It smells like the sour cherry candies.
Yeah.
Cherry blasters. Amazing, dude. Thank you so much. That actually looks lovely.
Someone in his neighborhood makes it.
Yeah, local handmade soap there in town. Thank you so much. Spruced up Labrador. I'm going to switch to the other one because the lighting in here right now is not so good.
I'm impressed. I never thought to smell the package.
Yeah, you got to sniff the packages, guys.
Apparently.
Beautiful. Ooh, topped with glycerin soap that shimmers with biodegradable glitter. It's gonna have me shining. Should not use that before stream. Otherwise I'll just be like glowing. I don't often use bars of soap unless they are like handmade like that. So thank you very much, man. I'm gonna put it in the bathroom. Thanks, Nike. Thanks, man. I like this lipstick. I think this is like one of my favorite colors. You have so many bought now? Yeah. Soaps are addicting. I'm gonna have to hide this from Sammy because he loves bars of soap. I had to like convert him away from them. But when he gets the chance, he loves it. Maybe we'll cut it in half and we'll share. Oh, sweet. Okay, good luck, Polish. Sounds like fun. A wood accent wall. Love it. Take photos and post them in Discord so I can see what you're up to. That's how I feel right now, Nike. Yeah, when the food touches my soul. Let's see. So good. Okay, let's get into this Fish Kulebyaka. I hope I'm saying it right, by the way. This is new for me. We have not cooked many Russian dishes on the stream before. What is one other Russian dish? Beef stroganoff or stroganov is one that we've made before. Sam is really good at making stroganoff as well. So let's dive into this recipe. It's linked with the command and see exactly what we're getting ourselves into. Okay, see you later, Polsh. All the guys are building stuffs today. Yeah, beef stroganoff is super good this time of year. Did you have it with egg noodles? We actually picked up some really lovely egg noodles from, I guess like a cultural market, we'll call it. Is like some German porcini noodles. Sam found them. And these are the ingredients. Durum wheat semolina, eggs, and porcini mushroom. That's it. So I think we'll have to make some stroganoff with those. You can't eat it or you would? Come on. Come on, man. Nike, how long are you planning to stay on your keto thing for? All right, I'm gonna read through the recipe for you guys. Feel free to follow along or just listen. It says Russian pies or pierogi occupy a special place on the Russian table. What's more, they have stayed true to themselves and avoided foreign influences like a true Russian. Originally, pierogi were only made and eaten during special events. The word pierogi itself comes from the word per or pier, which means a banquet or festivity. Of course, every festivity had its own special type of pie, and this is the reason why there are so many varieties in Russia. You'll find them with different doughs, stuffing, shapes, sizes, and flavors. You're halfway there, but you love how you're feeling. Well, then just keep rolling with it, right? Kudos to you, man. That takes dedication, especially during this time of year. But I hope you'll treat yourself nicely for Christmas. One of the most labor-intensive and fanciest pies to make is called kulebyaka. It's not just a pie, it's an entire meal in one dish. The classic kulebyaka has not one type of stuffing, but several, and is traditionally made with fish. So I think that's why Annie requested it, is because he knows we get really nice fish out here. The most unusual ingredient commonly included is into the grand version of this dish is vesiga, the spinal marrow of the sturgeon. Wow. Okay, that's got to be expensive, and I don't think I can source that. It was commonly sold in the shops up until the 1970s. Some kulebyaka experts even say that a piece of ice was put inside the pie to melt while cooking to make it as juicy as possible. Interesting. I mean, you would think that the ice would make it soggy, but I guess since it slowly melts, it would just kind of cook into everything. It's almost dead.
The casters are on.
You've lost close to 6 pounds. That's amazing.
Who's that, Nike?
Yeah.
I'm at like 8 pounds right now and 4% body fat.
Yeah, Sammy's at 8 pounds. You guys are killing it. What did Vune say he was at? Like 8 or something as well? Okay, so some of you may have heard that in 19th century, writers like Ivan Turgenev and Nikolai Gogol sang the praises of Kulebyaka. But I would like to mention a short tale called Serena by Anton Chekhov. In this tale, the judges gather in the meeting room for a small break, and since all of them are hungry, they start talking about food. So one of the characters enthusiastically describes Kulebyaka as being very appetizing, shameless in all of its nakedness. Ooh. He even imagines himself winking at it because of the fat dripping from it, like tears from all of those juicy, rich fillings. Yum. French chefs working in Russia during the 19th century wanted to bring Kulebyaka to the world, and due to the demands of haute cuisine, they altered the recipe. For example, they used a more delicate and sophisticated dough, game meats, exotic mushrooms, and salmon. The dish was so popular in Russia in the early part of the 20th century that Auguste Escoffier, RIP, very, very famous chef, amazing. Thank you so much, man. 9 months. It's a food baby. Hojerific. How's your weekend going? I guess it's probably not the weekend for you. Yeah, I've been waiting 3 months for this. Thanks, man. I'll let Sammy know. I'm sure he won't be upset. That is another entry into the apron giveaway. Good luck, Hoju. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, very famous chef lord in a sense. Accurate MDT. accurate. There you go, Hoju. Done and done. Okay, so Auguste Escoffier brought Kulebyaka to France and included recipes for it in his book. Hold on 1 second. I think I have the book. There we go. Do we think it's gonna be in here? I wonder. Here it is. The Escoffier Cookbook and Guide to the Fine Art of Cookery. Let's just take a quick gander and see if it still is in here. Nope. I don't think so. Dang. Was worth a try. Hey, Hassan. It's an Asian bearded baby. It's, yeah, a hella handsome girl. You like the red, Hoju? I was wondering if I should switch it to pink for the upcoming year. I might still do that because I don't know if I love the red. I feel like it doesn't really go along with all the other colors that we have. Okay, so the Kulebyaka pie became a kind of culinary symbol for wealth and abundance. Even during Lent, when you bake Kulebyaka using only grains and vegetables, it will always be the center of attention on the table. Switch it in 3 months, yeah. I still want this for 3 months. Okay, we will wait. All right, so the dough is made of flour, yeast, salt, sugar, oil, water, and eggs. So it has yeast and eggs in it, so it should be pretty rich and it should hold together really nicely. So it should be easy to work with, I think. And then the stuffing, we're going to do halibut. I have a really beautiful piece of halibut from Zach. And then I wanted to do like a garlicky style rice. So we got to cook some rice and then fry it up with garlic. I think we should definitely do that. I have some of this kind of leek mushroom cream that I think would be really nice if we spread that onto the pastry first and then did our layer of garlic rice. And then we put our halibut on there. And then the other really interesting ingredient in this dish is you boil eggs until they're soft, peel them, and then you put the eggs in whole, kind of around the fish in the pastry. I would love to have the eggs still yolky when it comes out of the oven, but I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be served, and I don't know if that's gonna happen with how long it's gonna bake for. Head in to the Pilates or post Pilates yoga. Oh, nice. You're getting like right stretched out. You're going to die. The joys of trying to be less plump to fit into your tux. Yeah, to be the ring bearer. You got this, man. Stick with it. I've never done a sort of meatloaf thing with eggs in it. I'm intrigued, and we're gonna use duck eggs. Thank you. Yeah, everyone is crushing it in my channel. Everyone's so healthy. I'm proud of you guys. All right, so it says to first make the dough. And we want the dough to be really soft and slightly elastic. So we know the deal there. That should take us about 10 minutes in the mixer. Sammy's here. The Sammy man, look at him.
Look at me.
I found this online. $13.99 from Dickies. He says, I need a flannel. And I says, I got you. This is his get up for farming stream. Farm Simulator. 2019 or 2020?
Well, 2019. We were playing in 2020. Yeah. I got like 3 hours left for the egg table, and then it'll be done.
The casters are on though?
The casters are on.
Oh, also Hoju and I, 9 months. He's naming the baby Junior Sammy.
Junior Sammy. I like it.
Asian bearded child.
You're sleeping with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get upset.
Yeah.
I'm upset.
Feels more lumberjack, right? I was like, you need the John Deere hat. Achilles. Thank you for the follow. Woo! All right, so usually when we make a dough like this, it takes around 1 hour for it to double in size and rise properly. So then we know that we have that hour to prep the rest of the filling ingredients while the dough is rising. Then we roll out the dough, fill it, and then we can bake it. Paul Bunyan, yes. We drove by his huge statue in Cali.
Yeah.
Just outside of, the Redwoods. More like Paul Funyan. So good.
I hate onions,
Yeah.
but I love your onions.
Yeah. And it's also very important, it says in the recipe, that all of the fillings, when we're putting it onto the pastry, must be cold. Because the pastry is a little bit rich in this sense. So we don't want the ingredients to be warm and maybe make the pastry too soft that it'll fall apart. So maybe we'll give ourselves a little more than 1 hour to prep all of the fillings. There's a statue, yeah. It was at like the actual park, I think, the Redwood Park, where you have to pay to like go on a little tour. So we were like, no, we'll just do our own tour. Yeah, wait, Nike. And then one other important thing for this recipe is you're supposed to decorate the outside of the dough. So in the directions, it actually tells you to reserve a little bit of the dough so that you can use some to decorate it. So maybe we'll do like a holiday theme. I was thinking maybe some holly and maybe a Christmas tree or candy canes. Make it a little festive. At the end of the recipe, it says, it seems like there's a lot of steps, but they are really not complicated and it's so worth it in the end. Okay, let's get into this. Just want to see how much fish they use. So 250 grams of salmon they use in this recipe. Just want to make sure that the amount of dough that we make is going to be able to wrap around the halibut. So I think first, let's start by weighing our fish, and then we can go from there. Really nice piece of hallie. Look at this beauty. Woo. Okay, we have way more fish than they called for. This is 630 grams. But I was planning on doing this a little bit differently. So they chop up the fish and mix it in with the rice. I kind of wanted to leave the piece of halibut whole. and kind of wrap the rice around it and put the eggs on this side. I don't know though. We'll think about this. I might just have to cut some of that halibut off and do it with something else. Yeah, YOLO. I remember when that was a thing. Just YOLO it. Happens quite a lot in kitchens, actually, Nike. Exactly, yeah, we'll just trim some from this. But to me, I don't want to disrupt this beautiful piece of halibut. But we will. We will. All right. The beauty of this recipe as well is that everything is in grams or milliliters. Yay, metric. Let's get our mixer. We can start cooking our rice once the dough is mixing. I think that's a good plan. And then as well as our eggs. And then everything should fall into place after that. I love that you called me ma'am. I don't get that very often. Ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Guys, 11 days until Christmas. Are we ready? Oh no. What is this plugged in? Okay, we're good. When you don't know where the cord leads to, it's like, can I unplug this? Is the stream gonna go down? Little update on our Team Bone-In cookbook is just getting finalized now. So maybe release next week. And there's over 100 pages of content in that e-cookbook. Pretty amazing. A lot of really good recipes from that. And I can also say that it's not too late to get your copy of the cookbook. I still have the Tiltify extension up on my channel page, and it's under the $20 reward if you guys are still interested. I think you have until the 31st of December to donate to St. Jude and get the cookbook as a reward. All right, get my scale in here. Should do this way. Yeah, love that view. So this recipe kind of reminds me of a Wellington sort of pastry, hey? I think it's really similar to that, but it's not puff pastry. Okay, basic steps for making dough is I like to mix my water with the yeast and sugar first, let that sit together for a couple minutes and let that yeast wake up and start to activate, and then we can add in the flour, the oil, and the eggs, and then once that starts to mix up a little bit, then we add the salt. But we need the yeast to be mixed in with the flour before we add the salt. Otherwise, the salt can actually deactivate the yeast and your dough won't rise the same. So we want to be careful of that. We also want to make sure that our water is around lukewarm temperature. So anywhere from 90 degrees Fahrenheit to 105 degrees Fahrenheit if you want to get really specific. But usually if you run your hand under the tap, you shouldn't feel it be either hot or cold. And we need that temperature when we're making the dough. if the water is too warm, it's gonna kill the yeast. And then if the water is too cold, the yeast is not gonna wake up and it's not gonna activate. So very important that it's lukewarm. So let's start with that. We'll get the yeast and the sugar out as well. Feel free to use honey or maple syrup if you don't want to use refined sugar. Up to you guys. I think we need to take 2 eggs out as well. Splenda. Can you not use stevia, Nike? Splenda scares me. Splenda's scary. So not only is there eggs in the dough, but there's also eggs on the inside of this dish. It's an eggy dish. They all scare you. Yeah, me too. I'll just have the sugar. I'll have the sugar cane. Oh, you can have stevia? I would say that's better for you, Nike. Because that's still kind of natural, as they call it. Okay, 120 grams of lukewarm water. The other thing I didn't look at is what temperature it bakes at and how long. How long does this bake for? And when you're dealing with water measurements in recipes, grams and milliliters is the same. Okay, yeast, 10 grams of active dry. Stay there, egg. We need more. Have no fear. The yeast is here. That's a lot. Sprinkle that in with the water. And then 15 grams of sugar. Nice, Nike. Hopefully you get to. Yeah, this week was really busy for us too. Time is just flying by. Okay, and we'll give that just a little quick spin to incorporate the yeast with the water. Wake it up. Nice. Yeah, it looks happy in there for sure. All right, 400 grams of all-purpose flour. And then we can whip up our 2 eggs. We'll probably just leave the flour to the side because we'll need it later when we go to mix up, or sorry, to roll out the dough. We'll need that flour later because it might be a touch sticky. Eggs, 2 eggs. I always find it better to whip up the eggs before you add it into the dough. It'll just combine a lot better. Hey Taz, what's up, man? Good to see you. Things are good here. We're just mixing up a eggy dough for a Russian fish pie. It's all fancy. It's the first time I am making this, so this is a learning experience for everyone. Okay, how's our yeast and water looking? Oh yeah, it's getting puffy in there. So almost time to add the flour. Let's just whip up these eggs. And then we also need 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil, canola, grapeseed, sunflower, just something neutral. And then our salt, 10 grams of salt as well. Okay. Let's do this. It's gonna take about 10 minutes to mix up and knead properly. Put our eggs in with the flour. Get that slowly mixing. We'll add our oil. Four tablespoons. So maybe the dough won't be sticky then if there's that much oil in here. The oil is also gonna help the dough brown up nicely in the oven. And then also the richness of the oil and the eggs is gonna help the dough be like really nice and fluffy. And then just our salt, 10 grams of salt. We need more salt. We're cleared out. How is she mixing up? Oh yeah. This dough looks really good for this mixer. Turned it up a bit. See if this thing needs a little bit of help. I don't think so though. Looks pretty dense, actually. So yeah, it will take a while for this to mix properly. It needs to be really smooth and soft. So probably about 10 minutes is my guess. Way easier than doing it by hand. Let's just say that. So while we're waiting, the recipe says this is a good time for us to prepare the rest of the stuffing ingredients. So it says 100 grams of rice is what we want. And it says cook the rice whatever way you want. So So we're just gonna boil it and then fry it up. Taz, gifting the tier 1 sub to Nike. My dude, guess what, Taz? You get 2 entries into the apron giveaway. Wouldn't this be awesome? Taz and I just rocking the same aprons on stream. Good luck, man. Thank you very much for the gifted sub, helping to build our community. One. You're so blessed every time you're here. Yeah, I want the apron, yes. He will take that. Well, Taz, if by some circumstance you don't end up winning the apron, I'm sure we can work something out where I can get you a deal on getting one, so it won't cost you as much to get one, and then you can like make it your own. That's the fun part. Mixing you up in there, Taz. Hey, Dust. Good to see you, man. Yeah, Dust. Did someone say apron? Oh, this is mixing actually really nice now. Just needed the flour to absorb all of the wet ingredients. When is the draw? It's on the 31st. It is on the 31st. New Year's Eve. There is some fierce competition. It's true, Cookie. It's true. Okay, 100 grams of rice. I don't think that's very much. Maybe we'll have to do 2 apron draws. Looks like about a cup of rice, 100 grams. So we're gonna boil the rice and then let that cool off, and then just do a quick fry with some garlic, I think. It's gonna give us really nice flavor. Good question, Dust. So kulebyaka is a Russian fish pie. So think of like, kind of like a beef Wellington where it's wrapped in pastry. So we're making the dough right now for the wrapping. And then it gets filled. We're doing halibut with it, some garlicky rice, and a leek wild mushroom cream. And then it also has, very interesting ingredient is boiled eggs. Yeah, a fish pie. This is what Annie requested. So I'm really hoping that he pops in at some point here. This is a first for me. Yeah, very interesting Russian dish. Something that we don't often cook on stream, but we should, with my Eastern European heritage as well as Sam's. All right, so I always toast my rice kernels before I pour the water in, just to give them a nice nutty flavor. And I also find that toasting the rice helps the rice kind of not stick together as much, because you get nice fluffy rice, which I think is what we want here. We don't want like a heavy sticky rice, because then when it cooks for the second time, when it bakes in the oven, the rice might go mushy and soggy on us. You having a good weekend so far, Dust? could watch the mixer all day. One day we'll just do like an appliance stream. We'll be mixing dough, doing something in the rotisserie, doing something in the sous vide. All of the cameras just on a different appliance. Yeah, just hanging out, just Sam and my dad are busy outside finishing up the table for the eggs, because tomorrow on stream we're planning to be firing up the extra large and cooking some chicken wings tomorrow on stream. Chicken wings. Okay, so rice is cooking. We need to boil some eggs as well. So 2 to 3 small eggs, it says. I think I'll just do 2 duck eggs. So a soft boil. So we're gonna boil them for around 6 minutes. And then we just have to prepare our fish. And then obviously make sure everything is nice and cool. I'm getting blinded by the light right now, guys. I'm not complaining. It actually feels weird to have to close the blinds in the winter here. Okay, what's happening here? We need to turn it up higher? Or does this mean that it's good? Does this mean that it's good to go? I mean, it does look pretty smooth. Maybe it's too smooth for the mixer to even need it. Yeah, wrapped up in a fish, another Russian dish. So I guess this is a style of pierogi. We're stopping it. Let's check it out. Take our spatula out first. Just need a quick little peek at our rice here that's toasting. Yeah. Okay, I'm pouring water in. Ready for the sizzle. Okay, now we're just gonna bring that up to a boil. Hey Titan, how's it going? Nike, yeah. Blinded by the light, wrapped up in a fish, another Russian dish for the night. Too good. Too good. This is a dense, sticky dough, I would say. Can't even get it off the hook. Things are great here, Titan. The sun is shining. There's no snow on the ground. We're cooking some good foods. There we go. Okay, now this is gonna need about an hour to rise. An hour to proof. You just have to form it into one nice dough ball. And we'll wrap it up. Oh yeah, that feels good. So working by kind of tucking the top into the bottom. So we don't want a seam here. Rest and rise. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. I always say that the dough is going for a nap. Some R&R. You got hungry looking at just the dough? You better get a snack, because there's better things coming up. That looks beautiful. Nice sheen on it. It's very nice and smooth. That's exactly what we want. And I don't even think it took us 10 minutes to get there. So now either use a tea towel, or I always like to do plastic wrap so that I can see how the dough is rising. Keep all the warm air in here as well. So we need a nice warm place in our kitchen or house. So maybe by the heat register or just on the stove top if you're cooking some stuff. Some people even like to put it into the oven. Maybe it's warmer there. Oh, dust. Salted caramel gelato. So jealous. Hey, you went grocery shopping. What kind of snacks you got, Titan? I'm just deciding on a spot to proof our dough. Clear out the oven. Anyone else keep their cast iron pans and stuff in the oven? All right, dough. We say goodbye for an hour. Sweet. Yeah, don't do anything exciting. Jen's gotta go walk doggos. Okay, we won't. You have like about an hour until we just start doing fancy stuff. I think I might just make a little list for ourselves as well. It's easier to use a prep list in the kitchen, and also it's very satisfying crossing the stuff off the list as you complete it. Potato chips and nuts, well, that's a good snack. That's not too bad. Your ex kept her pans in the oven. She said it was a Mexican thing. I think it's not just a Mexican thing. Your pastry chefs cheat sometimes with heat lamps. Yeah, which we can't really recommend. If only I had a heat lamp. I wish. Just like pull it down. And let's just proof our bread. Amazing. Oh, candied, yeah. Kind of any candied nut is delicious. Okay, so our dough. Rise. Roll, decorate. Halibut, we have to portion. Rice, eggs, mush leek cream. Checking on our rice, it looks like it is almost done. It's not a very large amount of rice there. Herbs. So obviously we have to prep the rice and the eggs and make sure that it cools down in time to be able to roll everything together. The mushroom and leek cream is already pre-made. Okay, let's get our eggs out. Start boiling those. We're gonna use duck eggs. I think I just gotta go grab the other dozen from the other side. Okay, be back in like 20 seconds, guys. Back. Thanks for watching the rice, guys. Okay, when this is done cooking, we want to spread this out so it cools off quickly. I actually think I'm just going to rip a piece of parchment paper and pour it onto there. That's easy to move around. Oh, candied pecans. Yeah, I'm sure those would be sold out this time of year. You should try making your own. It's actually really easy. You got the tinglies? Holy Nike. I am rocking off of Vietnamese coffee that I made for Sammy and I. That's how I am energized right now. Almost all the water is gone. Just a little bit more. Done. Gonna let that sit off the heat for a minute before we pour it out, just so that we can get all the moisture out of there. I don't even think we need the light on today. It's almost too bright. Drink lots of water. That Vietnamese coffee is strong. It's in the 70s there, Dust. It's not cool here. It's actually been so mild. I think we're sitting at around 7 degrees Celsius. We have only had, I think, one kind of frost this year and no snow yet. So far, no snow, and I think the rest of like next week is supposed to be really nice too. We've just had rain. You had freezing rain on Friday morning. Oh, that's so dangerous. Yeah, we only dipped below 0 once so far, which is rare, I would say. Very rare. But I am not complaining. Okay, let's pour our rice out so it can start to cool off, because we still need to fry it up, make it taste really delicious. This is our blank slate right now. So I'm going with a garlicky flavor because I think that'll be really nice with the halibut. But I think this is one of those dishes where you can definitely make it your own. Play around with some of the ingredients. What? Why do you want me to get the snow? It's terrifying here when it snows. No one knows how to drive. No one knows how to drive. Check out our dough ball. We're good. We're good. Plastic came off in the oven. Should redo that. There it goes. Let's see. Okay, spread this out. Yeah, that's true. When it does snow here, it's usually you get a snow day.
Holy, that's an optic lens right there. This is the ball from top of the dough. Oh yeah.
My dough ball bubble. Cold and rainy there, Cookie. Dry tomorrow, so picking up the tree. Yeah, nice. You go for the live tree, obviously. We used to do that when I was young as well. Sammy comes in for 1 second and leaves us dust. Okay, so we have 1 duck egg here that we're gonna boil. Nice and soft. Let's actually do 3, because I think it'll just look better if there's odd number. Aw, nice. Yeah, we have a couple small local farms here too that do their thing every year. With the recent ice, you'll be cutting up some trees soon. Just because the branches were broken. I think that's okay. All right, set up a pot for boiling. So just enough water to cover the eggs. And I usually do cold water to start. And you can boil these whichever way you want. Some people like to put the eggs in with the water right away. I like to bring my water up to a boil and then put the eggs in and do a 6-minute timer. Broken branches, and you're sure a tree or two has fallen. Yeah, somewhere. Okay, rice is cooked. Working on our eggs. Mushroom and leek cream. Let's take that out so I can kind of temper. So it's a little bit softened. That's what that looks like. Delicious. So winter chanterelles, leeks, a little bit of dill, and cream cheese and wine. I put that mixture into some salmon Wellingtons that Zach asked me to prepare for him. So that's the leftover that I thought I would use up. Hello, Mr. Vune. How are you doing today? Going good so far. Working our way through Annie's request for today. A Russian fish pie. You woke up from a nap. Nice. Now you're making foods. Perfect. Because we all know that when we nap, we always wake up hungry. This is a thing. We have our boiled rice here that we're just letting cool off, and then we're gonna fry it up with a little bit of oil and garlic, and then we're just heating up our water on the stove to boil our eggs nice and soft. And then that's going to get mixed with some mushroom and leek cream and some halibut, and it's getting wrapped in pastry. Oh, you thought it was cheese on dough? That's funny. That lid doesn't really fit, but that is all right. What are you making, Vune? I guess we can get our herbs out as well and chop those up. Do some parsley. Maybe even a touch of lemon zest would be good in here. Is these gonna stay or are they just gonna roll? Stay. I ordered dill from the grocery store, guys, but they did not have any. I was like, RIP. I really wanted that. Felt like dill would be so good with this dish. Look at this big. When the garlic clove is bigger than one large chicken egg. What? Cookie, you still gotta figure out what you're doing for din? Oh man, the struggle. How's it going? Hey Cookie, I was gonna ask you, did you catch Graham's stream when he made the massaman curry? Elephant garlic, yep, you are correct. Yeah, these are actually hobbit eggs. Garlic is completely normal size. How did it look? I didn't catch the end of the stream, so I don't know how it turned out. Oh, you didn't catch the end yet either. Dang it. Okay, let's clear that out. Take that off for a sec. Okay, let's pick our herbs off of the stem. He started close to midnight your time? Holy smokes. Wait, Vune's making French fries? What? France fries are delicious.
I don't trust that forecast anymore.
What's happening? Boom. Marinated pork chops, rice, and French fries. Hell yeah. Are you carbing up? So we want to chop this parsley really nice and fine. Guys, I think I do need to make a little hydroponic setup so I can grow dill year round. Imagine having dill and basil all the time to use. Delish. Yeah, when you want rice, but also something else. You make French fries. Don't even question it, Vune. Taz. This knife is a part of me. Is it a bit overkill, Vune? Hydroponic setup for dill? I'm sure it would grow just on the windowsill.
See, we're growing some good moss in our garden beds, hey?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You grow dill in your arrow garden. That's right, Torino. He is like the dill man. Yeah, that's true, Vune. The whole setup, if we were to do the tent thing, is around $1,200, but we could definitely throw the dill in with there. Shh. We got herbs on herbs. Okay, just put our parsley into this container for now, because that'll get mixed in probably with the garlicky rice once it's cooled off for the second time. Then we have to mince our garlic to fry with the rice. I'm actually gonna try and get this stain off now before it soaks in. Hey, Tom, how's it going, man? No hi or nothing, just some biddies. Thank you for the 500 bits, man. You know that's an entry into the apron giveaway, don't ya? Don't ya, don't ya? There you go, guys. Thanks, Tom. Hope your weekend's good so far. Vune is actually cooking with Kate, guys. All right, Tom, going into the jar. Are you guys loving all the holiday emotes that you're getting for the bits? Yeah, dust my apron. No. Okay, our water is almost boiling for the eggs. Let's get into this massive piece of garlic. Definitely not gonna use all of this. So actually, I wonder what would happen if we just cut like part of it off. Use that piece and leave the rest wrapped up. Yeah, that's huge. That's what she said. Yeah, Dust, that's a good one. Okay, we need to cut this up into smaller pieces just to even get it to fit into the garlic press. Then we'll use that to mince instead of chopping it by hand, because that will take way longer. Maybe we will chop it by hand. Actually, I think I do want to just slice it. I did that last time with this garlic, and it turned out really nice. So elephant garlic is not as strong as the smaller type of garlic. So it's nice to use a little bit more. That way it'll get a nice garlicky bite. Elephant garlic, yep. The entire bulb when we bought it was $5.99. And I think there's like maybe 6 massive cloves in it. So really, I think that makes sense. I thought it would be way more expensive, but it wasn't. Pickled garlic and garlic oil. I love cooking with garlic oil. It's always nice to just keep a little bit in the fridge. You never know when you might need it. Perfect, we're boiling. Let's drop our eggers in. Just use some tongs. We want to be very gentle. We don't really want to crack the eggs when we drop it in. And then 6 minutes. And that'll be a soft boil so that the yolks are still soft. Hey Siri, 6-minute timer.
Okay, 6 minutes and counting.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, boiled eggs. So easy, such a good snack. Nothing wrong with that at all. Guys, our dough is looking fab. Okay, move this over. And I think we should portion up our fish. It's time. So we have about 3 times too much halibut here for the recipe. And I think I want to, instead of cutting the halibut into small little pieces for this, I think I want to do kind of longer strips so that it goes the full length of the pastry. And then you get like just nice pieces of fish in each bite when you slice it. Japanese boiled egg sandwiches. What is that? I've never had that before. Is it like an egg salad sandwich? Aunt Rex. Yeah, Auntie Rex. Thank you for the follow. We got the knife. This is our fish filleting knife. There's a reason why they make these tools for the job. I don't want to leak the fish juices. If we were to buy that piece of halibut from the store, my guesstimation, maybe around $30-ish, $40. Halibut is yes. Let's clean this off. It wasn't me, guys. Not the one that filleted this to begin with. All right, so obviously it gets pretty thin around here. This is where the belly is. And like I said, I wanted to do kind of nice pieces of fish. So why don't we try and do like 1 inch for thickness? Get like a nice chunk like this. Because I think halibut would be way better if you served it in like these beautiful pieces. So maybe we can even cut it down because that's pretty thick. Wow, this is like, this fish that Zach caught is amazing. So just go in half with this. So we only need about 250 grams worth of fish. Maybe like one more piece trimmed from the other side. Smaller one. Beautiful. Because we have other protein from the eggs. So we don't need to go overboard with how much fish we put. So really, this can be a more inexpensive dish. Jen, the puppy stepped in its own poop. Oh man. It's like, do you really not know to not do that? Is it wild rice? No, Tom, we just used basmati for it. But wild rice would be really nice. Give a different kind of texture to it. Okay, I need to pack this leftover fish away. Keep it nice and fresh. Still a very nice piece there. Definitely two more portions. Just gonna wash up my hands. Okay, and then we're not gonna season this quite yet. We'll season it basically right before we roll our pastry and everything together. If we season it now, it's gonna draw out too much moisture from the fish and could potentially make it dry when we go to bake it. So we can just leave that to this side. So I think pretty soon here, we're gonna get rocking and rolling. Just feeling our rice from underneath. That's cooled off now. So we could fry this up with the garlic. That is our egg timer for our boiled eggs. So take that off of the stove top, strain the hot water out, and then start pouring cold water over. Some people even go as far as to put some ice in there. So we're trying to cool off the eggs and stop them from cooking. I usually do just a nice stream of cold water for maybe 3 minutes. And then that will also make it easier for us to peel. Okay. Back over to the stove. Since our burner is still hot, let's get our frying pan on there. And I'm just gonna go in with some grapeseed oil. Just enough to cover the bottom. We wanna get it really hot when we're gonna fry our garlic and rice. Nothing happened. Imagine if that was full. It would have been a way louder crash. We really don't want our rice to stick. This would even be better if we're gonna fry our rice if we made it the night before. That's always a good tip and trick. But making sure that it's nicely cooled off, that's the one step that we can do today. All right. So our dough is rising. Our halibut is prepped. Our rice, we are cooking with the garlic now. Our eggs are boiled and cooling off. We got our mushroom and leek cream, and we chopped our parsley. So we are good to go. All we need to do is roll out the dough and stuff it, which is looking really nice, by the way. I don't know if you guys got a peek at it, but we got like a little bubble going on there. And that's where we're at so far. It's feeling really nice. So it's almost doubled in size, I would say. shut our water off. And we'll just get a spatula, or maybe even just a spoon right here to move the rice around in the pan when we fry it up. We are near. So after we roll the pastry, so we need to preheat the oven to 180 Celsius. What is that, like 375 Fahrenheit? $350 Fahrenheit. And bake for about an hour, it says. Okay. Well, luckily, we have some other things to do while this is baking. We're gonna make some sausage rolls, I think. Yeah, freedom units. Paloozer. So no garlic or anything in the pan until our oil is smoking hot. I think we're almost there though. Okay, sounds good, Dust. We will be here. I love the waves in the oil when it starts to get to temperature. Okay, I just saw a little puff of smoke there. Just be careful when we put our garlic in at first, because it might spit up at us just with some of the moisture in the garlic cooking out. There we go. Little wisp of smoke in with the garlic. Spread that out. This is gonna fry really quick. We don't want to burn it, okay? So maybe a minute or two. And then we'll put our rice in. Basically just until the garlic looks golden brown. And then the rice is gonna slow down that cooking. This is why we put the rice on parchment, so it can come off really easily. Yeah. So we want to mix our garlic into our rice. And I'm just going to add a touch of salt to the mix. Wow, so fragrant. And let's do some pepper as well. Looks great to me, guys. I don't think we have to cook this really much longer. So back over with our same parchment sheet. Yeah, you were rushing to catch the stream. And we'll pour this back out. So now we know our rice is nice and seasoned. It's not gonna be bland. Definitely got a roasted garlic flavor there. Spread it out because we need to cool this off again. Smells so good. Why is garlic fried rice so delicious, guys? I might actually keep this spoon think we can use it to spread out some of our ingredients onto our pastry. And actually, let's do this. We'll sprinkle the parsley over this as it's cooling. That'll make it smell really good in here. Yeah, because garlic. That's all we really need to know, guys. That's the answer. You're right. Okay, now we should be able to peel our eggs. Yeah, a garlic perfume. I mean, it's not hard to make your own though. Exactly, Paloozer. Okay, one way I like to peel my eggs, just crack them the whole way around. And then you can see I still have some water in the pot, and that should wash away kind of any shell if it's on the egg. Maybe why you're single? No, definitely not. Oh, FODMAP issues, the worst. Believe me, when I was working at the restaurant still, my other sous chef had those issues. So like every staff meal was just like kind of difficult to make because we had to follow all of these special things just for one person. Yeah, FODMAP, there you go. It's rough. Like I'm always thankful that I have not developed kind of any food intolerances, that I can still eat everything that I enjoy to eat. It's a pretty big thing happening in the world with allergies and food intolerances. Welcome in, Claire Coffee. How's your guys' stream today? Thank you very much for the raid. Making a mess with Jess. Thank you very much for the follow. Hold your drinks. It's coffee time? Oh, phew. Good thing I'm already caffeinated. Was dabbling in some Vietnamese coffee today. Hey, Demon Dan, Scoozy, Sultan. How's everyone this weekend? Asterix. Good stream, Claire. Thanks for dropping your peeps to me. Welcome in, guys. We are currently peeling some medium boiled eggs, and we're making a Russian fish pie today for a viewer request. We also have some garlic fried rice here with some parsley sprinkled over top of it. It's cooling off. It was a very random and kind of weird stream. Yeah, I feel ya. I've had some of those. But you put together some nice stuff. Awesome. Yeah, fish pie. Use the recipe command to follow along. I've not cooked many Russian dishes here on stream, so it should be a learning experience for everyone, I think. Yeah, the garlic fried rice. Oh, man. Thanks, Scoozy. So this pie, it's been described as appetizing, shameless, in all of its nakedness. So what this is if you guys have ever seen a beef Wellington or even a fish Wellington. Yeah, Sultan, exactly. So it looks like a Wellington, but the dough is different. It's not a puff pastry. We made the dough from scratch, and it has yeast, eggs, and oil in it. So it should be like very soft and kind of crusty as well. And then the filling usually has fish in it. Today we're using halibut instead of salmon. That's what we had fresh from our friend. He caught the halibut himself and he gave us some. So here is that. We got 3 really nice little pieces to put in there. And the filling for the fish pie always has some sort of rice in with it. So I thought garlic rice would be delicious. We also have some wild mushroom and leek cream cheese here to spread onto the pastry on the bottom. And then it gets hard-boiled eggs in it. Very, very interesting. And then we bake it for about an hour. Yeah, halibut is so delicious. Expensive, but delicious. To me, halibut is like, I don't know, very meaty, almost like steaky. It's the steak of the fish world with how big the flakes are in it. Hey, Uki, thank you very much for the host. I appreciate that. Yeah, soft and crusty. I am so intrigued to make this. It doesn't get served with anything else, but I do have some kind of interesting green sauce in the fridge that I think would be good with it, but it's kind of has like more of an Asian or Mexican flavor with it. It has like cilantro and jalapenos and other herbs, but we'll see. It might not need anything else. That might just be it. It's good in its own way. And this was something that is usually made for special occasions. So we also have to decorate the pastry on the outside and make it look really beautiful. So kulebyaka. We're gonna put our eggs aside because we are ready. I think we're gonna start rolling out our dough as everything else just kind of cools off. So we wanna make sure all of our filling ingredients are nice and cold, otherwise they can affect our pastry and maybe make it too soft. Ready for this dough, guys? So this is a good sign when there's a bubble like this, when you're proofing bread. That means it's got some air in there and moisture as well. Yum. Like, look at that. Boop. There's a little bit of a skin on top. That's weird that it formed that because we had this covered the whole time. See how it's deflating? Okay, so the steps for our dough. Yeah, yummo indeed. I know we have to reserve some dough for the decor. It just says separate a small portion of the dough for the decoration. And then with our rolling pin, roll it into a rectangle about 1/2 centimeter thick. So this is gonna be pretty thin, which I think is why we want all of our filling ingredients to be cold, because a thin dough trying to wrap warm ingredients in there it would for sure fall apart. It would just make it too kind of elastic and pliable that when we go to lift the dough up, or like the entire pastry, it might fall through. And so then the rice goes on the bottom. You layer your eggs in with your fish, and then the mushroom cream. We made garlic rice. Always good smells. Okay, let's flour our board. Sammy had to come in and have garlic rice because he could smell it from outside. We just got a Claire.
Claire!
Yeah, we just got a Claire raid.
I'm getting my other table built. It's almost done. We're just cutting out the holes for the eggs now.
Sweet.
T-minus 2 hours.
So when we go to decorate the pastry, I think that's when we should preheat our oven for baking, and it gets heated to 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius. This looks so nice. Hey, Ghost. How are you? We're making a mess. Okay, so we want to press the arrow and then kind of get our rough rectangular shape. Actually, before we even do this, I'm going to cut off probably like this. Just this little line here. For the decor, just set that aside. Is it hailing outside? Could like hear like, sounded like little kind of marbles dropping. Yeah, it just started to hail outside, guys. Yeah, surprise, Sammy. There's onions everywhere. How do you make bagels that are hard, soft again? I guess you can kind of steam them. Like maybe you're trying to reheat it. So when you go to reheat it, I would say put it into the oven, and then in the oven, have like a pan with water in it. So it stays really moist, and that can maybe rehydrate the outside of it. Yeah, maybe at a lower temperature. Make sure the water is nice and hot as well, so it already has the steam rising. And then the bagels should kind of soak that back up, I think. All right, so one quick measurement before we start. This is how big our fish is, so we need the pastry long enough to cover that entire piece of fish. So that's what we're working off of right now. So we'll roll it a little bit this way, and then the rest we should roll this way. It'll make one nice rectangle. Look at how nice this is. It's not sticking to the rolling pin, thanks to the little bit of oil and egg in the dough. We're going for about 1/2 centimeter thick. Bagels. And I guess if we have extra pastry, that's not a big deal either. I mean, I'd always rather have a little bit extra than not enough. All right, it doesn't really want to roll too much more flat than this, so I think this is where we'll stop. That looks beautiful. Honestly, I got this for like $20. Got it on sale maybe like 4 years ago now. Yep.
Who wished you a meter of snow?
Nike. Eventually you'll be able to have some. Let's roll this over this way for you guys. So I think first, let's do our layer of the wild mushroom and leek cream cheese, and then that'll kind of help the rice stick to the pastry as well when we roll it, which will be good.
No, you stay here.
Hey, get back there. She be thick. Pickled red onion. Nice, Nike. That would be good. I mean, we already have the garlic and leek flavors. So I don't think I'm gonna go too much more crazy with the onion. Should be able to smooth this out. So just go the length of the halibut, guys. Because the ends of this, whatever is extra, just gets folded underneath itself. And we want to make sure that when we're making this, everything is very consistent so that you get a little bit of everything in each bite. Okay, our rice. This is why we do parchment, so you can just pour it on. So we're kind of making a bed for the fish and the eggs.
Very interesting. I don't think I've had rice in pastry yet.
I don't think I've ever had rice and pastry. Hey, guys? We're carbing up. Okay, next, just gonna do a quick salt and pepper on the halibut before we put it on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna season everything at the end. So let's place our fish in. Perfect length, the pastry, I think. Put this really nice big piece kind of in the middle. Yeah, we'll go that way. So that, maybe we'll put those two together and line our eggs in there. So interesting. Boom. We're making progress. Just washing my hands since we are just touching raw fish. I got some kind of pile of dishes happening here. Madness, I tell ya. Definitely the weirdest, right? I mean, it looks so weird and sounds weird now, but I think it's gonna be really nice. It's gotta be good, yeah. Progress, armored. You know, potato, potato. Progress. So some pepper. And then should we do like a fancy kind of herb salt? I think so. Our fancy fine herb salt. Yeah, right? It took me a bit, Ghost, to be like, okay, there's eggs in here and it's gonna be fine. It's throwing me off too. I mean, I just don't want them to get the gray outline because it's gonna bake for an hour. That's the only thing that scares me here. Oh, con carne. The OCD. We're only supposed to put 250 grams of fish in. So we had to distribute accordingly. All right. Do we need to use something to stick the pastry together when we roll it? With the help of a kitchen towel, okay, we didn't do that. With the help of our hands, roll one side of the dough towards the stuffing, enclosing it as much as you can, and then continue rolling over to make our seam on the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick little break, 30 seconds, and then we will finish rolling this and decorate it, get it into the oven, and then work on, I think, some sausage rolls is what else is on the menu today. So be back 30 seconds. Sammy's here.
Big thing.
Big
What
ting.
is that? Oh, that's with the halibuts? Ah.
Usually it gets like cut up small into there, but I thought it'd be better if we used the full pieces.
I'm excited. Go to Big Face Camp.
Is it still hailing?
No, not anymore.
Yeah, come into this more. He's got stuff all over. Sweet. I need to leave this, otherwise it won't focus. There you go.
Ah.
You took the photo wrong.
The holes are cut out.
We're getting there. And tomorrow we get to fire up the extra large. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of water just to try and adhere this because it seems like it dried out a touch. Seemed like it just dried out a little bit while we were filling it. So I'll just go just right there on that side. So that's where we're gonna close it up. This is for the egg things. Yeah, we have 3. So we're working really hard to get it done so that we can start kind of making our small business grow. I'm gonna shut the door since Sam didn't because I don't want to listen to that the whole stream. Bad. The big green egg is a ceramic grill and smoker. Okay, Are we even gonna be able to roll all this in here? Here we go, guys. This is heavy. So as we can see, it kind of stretches. So it says to make sure that we kind of envelop everything together with the first roll. So now you can push it back a little bit, try and get all the rice in there. And then I'm gonna flip this up to make a nice seam on the bottom. Give it a nice press. Since the seam's gonna be on the bottom, it shouldn't really bake open, as it should kind of bake closed due to gravity and the weight of all of this. And now for the ends, I think we should do a little bit more water on the ends. And then we fold that in, flip that over, and we should have a really beautiful surface on the other side of this. Yeah, Russian calzone. That's totally what it is. Maybe we'll put a bit of water on the top part as well. We don't want anything falling out of here, although it's not super wet. So I don't think it's really gonna get soggy. Yeah, gotta love gravity, Uki. Okay, now we just do our flip. We wanna make it nice and tight as well. We don't want air bubbles in here because we serve it sliced. So we don't want like a huge pocket at the top where there's no filling. But to be honest, guys, I don't know how this is gonna bake up. This is my first time dabbling in the Russian calzone. I don't really love that piece, but I think it would be a waste to try and cut it off. Okay, now I think it gets baked on a baking sheet. Yep. Slide it onto a baking tray with some parchment paper. So that's our next step. That awkward moment when you run out of baking sheets. Give me a sec, guys. I have the rest of my baking sheets right now, freezing some salmon Wellingtons that I made for my friend who gave me this piece of fish. But this tray should wash off no problem. Oh man, this is real life.
Can I please have the little part press thing?
I think it's somewhere around there. Yep. Guys, where are the Food Network assistants to wash the sheet pan? Oh wait, there are none. That was my mom. I believe she's making some butter tarts. So she needed one of my little pastry press things. Hey Dust, you're back. How was your trip to the store? Okay, let's tear our piece of parchment. And this is the most stressful part. flipping the Kulebyaka onto our parchment. Just gonna post this up beside me here. So we're doing this solo. Yeah, there are so many people out shopping, I bet. Yeah, Sammy, where are you? He's busy outside. He's building a barbecue table. I'm gonna use a spatula for this. Something that'll cover kind of the most surface area. We might even use two. Yeah, making butter tarts and not streaming it? What's going on? Okay, let's do this. Cookie, you need help? What should you have for dinner? Will be carryout and both are amazing. Fried chicken with french fries or a meatball sub? I'm always down for fried chicken. Okay, clearing this off. And then I'll show you guys how I flip the pastry onto the sheet pan. We need to do this together. We need the moral support. And then I suppose it's time to preheat the oven. And then we can do a little bit of decorating while it's preheating. Something Christmassy, I was thinking. Maybe some holly and candy canes. Jen chooses the meatball sub. We're going for the flip.
How long is the lunch then?
Probably about 45 minutes. Oh no! We got the spatula form in it. It's okay, we can press that out. This is the skin that we had, RIP. So let's kind of smooth it out. Make it all kind of the same shape. I think that's important as well. This is gonna get egg wash, and also we'll just put our decor kind of there. Cover it up. Easy. Easy, easy fix. So it says just to use a little bit of water to stick our pastry. Sounds like Angry Bees. They're cutting out the holes for the barbecues through the wood. Okay, I guess we'll just roll this out and kind of cut our designs from it. We can roll that pretty thin, I think. Oh, actually, sorry, they're sanding the top of the cedar table. That's what they're doing. The sander, making it smooth. All right, oven, bake, 350 Fahrenheit. We got our little bit of water here. All right, holly. So I guess we need some like little cutters to make the circles. Should be pretty perfect. This one's like pretty small. Two, three. What should we do? Two hollies? Or I guess I need to cut the leaves out as well. So maybe we shouldn't go crazy with the berries first. Yeah, seriously, I feel like there's always a party going on in the background and I'm just ignoring it. Okay, holly leaves. start at the top. I don't know how good this is gonna be, guys. It's gonna look so funny. Be like, what? What is that? Trying to keep that pointy at the top. There we go. So, what's the longest part of the recipe? Well, decorating it at the end. Keep the points. Put our little ting in the middle. We're getting there. Hey? Yeah, it's always the decorating. Won't it be easier to make a general shape F, a leaf, and use the circle cutters to make the dimples? Yes. Yes, it would. The Canadian Julia Child. Okay, let's try that. That's brilliant. This is the beauty of cooking, guys. There's always someone that has a different way to do something. And before you just say, no, I've never done that before, think about it and try it, because you never know if you don't try. So let's try this larger one, because I think that is a brilliant idea. What do we do for that side? I guess that side's basically done. Maybe not. Gotta do that. I think we maybe did not succeed in this. X-nay on that one. We only have so many more to go. I guess I can just use this as my little template. Okay, so cut that. I'm gonna go this way instead. I did that wrong. I don't know why I tried to do it on a diagonal. And then a little bit less as we go to the bottom. I think like being able to cook is you need to have some sort of an artistic brain. That looks like pretty good. Way different than that one though. Guys, these are two different leaves. You just gotta sell it, right? Gingerbread cookie stream? That would be so much fun. I'm gonna try and do some longer ones. I actually love working with pastry. I do have the patience for it. Okay, I think the top, we'll just do that. And then for the sides, we'll do like our little holly thing. There we go. Okay, next. So that gives us 3. Three berries, 3 leaves. I think we should do, we still have this, so we'll do 3 more berries. So we'll do kind of 2 hollies. Why don't we do like 1 here and 1 on the other side? And that would look beautiful. We're doing it, guys. Russian fish pie. Boom. Yeah, there's really, I mean, you don't really have to waste any pastry if you don't want to, depending on what you want to decorate. Okay, now, said we wanted to cover up kind of that area. For sure. We might even just cover that entire area. Looking fancy, Jen. Thank you. Okay, we always start with our holly berries. Holly berry. You mean Halle berry? Nope, holly berry. Boom. And we're doing the other set kind of on this corner. Okay, okay. I mean, what imperfection in the dough? Okay, now just a little bit of egg wash. Our oven is already ready. The egg wash, what that is going to do for our dough is just give it a nice kind of sheen and color when it bakes. You're feeling the Christmas spirit, yes. Yeah, we're slowly getting in the Christmas spirit over here. I mean, like the week of Christmas is gonna feel really Christmassy here. I'm getting there, guys. Slowly pulling out the decor. I really wish Annie was here. He'd be really happy right now. So just loosen up the egg with some water, or you can even do milk. Up to you. I mean, water is obviously less expensive. And then just a pastry brush. And we want to cover the entire thing evenly, because you will notice if you miss spots, is it will look kind of plain there. You won't get the shine or the color. So we really want to make sure we cover all of the surface area here. Fa la 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 la. Claire, is that a command in your channel? Okay. I think I'm gonna try and remark just the lines on the leaves, because we kind of lost them there. Bags. What do we need a bag command for? This dough is really puffy. Quite lovely. All right, into the oven. I guess I should just take one quick photo. Before it goes in. Document the progress. Yas. Thanks, Cookie. Okay, I will set maybe like a 40-minute timer, just so we can make sure everything's baking properly. But it says it should take around an hour. I know my oven's a little bit hotter as well. We say goodbye. Hey Siri, 40-minute timer.
Your timer is set for 40 minutes.
There's flour everywhere. Have I ever streamed a dish that totally failed? Yeah, I have. Glad you asked that, Jen. Macarons, like French macarons. This is something that when I was in culinary school, I went early to pastry class, like for an entire week to try and master macarons. So I would go early into class, be able to work on my skills, I guess, and practice them until I felt like I was really good at it. But so I attempted them last year on stream. So that's like 9 years after I was in culinary school, and I didn't make them since that time. Absolute fail. Like nothing was working. It might have just been the recipe I was using, but it did not work at all. That was like the only time that I literally had to scrap what I was doing and throw it out and just be like, well, we're not making that today. So yeah, I mean, never get too confident about what you know. That's the kind of fun part about cooking, is that there's a lot of uncontrolled variables and all recipes are different. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. So maybe I'll try a different recipe and do a redo. I still have to redeem myself from that one. I feel like that's deserved. Okay, so I said we are going to make up some sausage rolls while our kulebyaka is baking. What do you mean, Nike? Which one? Just want to see if there's like any special way to make sausage rolls because I've never actually made this before. It's a British savory pastry snack. Oh, the French macarons, Nike. The French pastries. Okay, puff pastry sausage rolls. So we have the puff pastry and we have the sausage. So really all we have to do is put it together. Should have pulled the pastry out a little bit sooner though. So you put the sausage mixture down the center of each. Fold the sides over to cover the filling, overlap it, press the edge to seal. Put the seam side down. Obviously we cut the rolls up before we freeze them. And well, that is that. Yeah, macarons. Viewn, well, it's a good thing that you made the fries since the rest of the stuff was underwhelming. That's always sad, hey? When you eat a meal and you're like, that wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. The puff, the one thing I refuse to make from scratch at home because it takes 48 hours. Puff pastry. Doing a little bit of organization in here, guys. Maybe even if we have some extra time, we can mix up a jerk marinade for our chicken wings tomorrow. Paging Dust Pirate. Nike, your puff pastry is deflating? Say what? Turkey pork sausage, which is actually a turkey Thanksgiving sausage. And I will show you the recipe. This is something that we've made, a while ago on stream. It's from this book, The Worst of Lucky Peach. The Worst. And I already had the recipe marked. Hey Greek, how are you? Yeah, jerk marinade. So tingly Thanksgiving sausage. It's not a David Chang recipe. So what's in the sausage? Turkey. There's also pork in here. Szechuan peppercorns. So that's like a very floral type of pepper that doesn't have a ton of spice in it. It also has coriander, star anise. What? Greek! Amazing! Thank you so much, Greek. That is 4 entries for you into the apron giveaway. Congrats. And thank you for being a part of building our wonderful community. Also, you're gifting tier 2 subs? You're gifting tier 2 subs? You guys, I think that is worth more than 2 extra entries. Yeah, giving season for sure. I'm gonna make each of those for 4 entries. So we're gonna double it again. So you get 8 entries into the giveaway. Thank you so much, Greek. Yeah, Nike. You and I, we know exactly what's happening here. Greek Hot Fun ×2 for this lovely handmade search and rescue denim apron. Yeah, Dust, no, my apron. So this is made on Granville Island. So you could actually go watch these aprons get made, Greek. Just saying, because you are in Vancouver. So you'll be able to meet Will, my friend. Sam and I were actually the first chefs that he made aprons for. And now he even has people like Jamie Oliver wearing his aprons on their shows. So he's done very well for himself. And I thought, oh, what a better way to end the year than to give away an apron to a very lucky viewer. That's my appreciation to you guys. It's actually this. Here's the command, Claire, is I made it a Christmas command. I didn't think people would gift tier 2 subs, but here we are. You never know what could happen. Yeah, you have until the 31st to enter. And so far, Nike 2G, I think, has the most entries in there. But other than that, everyone else is pretty close. So it's going to be a really good giveaway. Also, Sam and I are putting out an incentive. If we get to 200 subs before that point, we will throw in another little extra thing to give away, and we'll draw 2 names. Well, that's the fun part about it, Greek, is maybe you don't expect something in return. But this is my way to give back to you guys, and it's always fun doing a raffle. I feel like it brings us all closer, as much as we all are fighting for one thing, or you guys are fighting for one thing. We just have fun with it. This is actually perfect, because now my pastry can come up to room temp while we write out these names. Claire! Thank you so much for the $5. That's 1 entry for you as well. Oh, Claire, I would love to see you wear this on your stream. There you go, Claire. Boom. Nice. Dust is like, no. Not having it. I have to say, the aprons are very, very comfortable. Doesn't really feel like you're wearing anything. And then, yeah, if anything does happen, if you get spilt on, it's gonna protect you. And I've even like used the side of the apron to like hold a hot pot, and you don't feel the heat through it. This will go through a lot before it falls apart. I have 3 other ones that I used to wear when I was still working in restaurants. So I would wear it minimum 5 days a week for about 10 hours a day. And they still haven't really shown their wear. The curly whirly thing, what? Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, once it's your apron, I mean, if you want to wear it naked, go for it. It's pretty nice fabric. Like this denim, yeah, I could see that. But you can also choose your own fabric, and he will go out and source fabric. Like he's done some crazy, crazy specialized aprons. One more for Greek. And then that's 8. Nike has a leather one with studs. And he cooks bacon all the time. Did someone say stud? Polish is like, I'm here. How's the work going, Polish? We have one, Polish, we have one of the holes made for the eggs. I think we have the really big one made for the extra large. Still have to cut out the 2 other holes. And then we got a table. Sammy snuck in. You wish. Okay, I kind of want to take a peek at our Kulebyaka. It's just fun to say, really. Okay, there we go, guys. It's getting filled up. We're almost at the halfway. What? Okay, this is looking amazing. I think I need to give it a swivel. It's browning quite quickly. But all I can say is wow. You guys are gonna be really, really proud of this. The wall is painted. You picked up the lumber and some plywood to use for strapping. Need to find your wood stains now. Nice. What tint are you going for on this stain? How's this? We're almost there. We're almost there. I guess we can start forming our sausage. Hey. Forming the sausage. Now this might be a little bit phallic. Sausage rolls. Maybe I didn't think this through. It's gonna be mostly black, gray, and whitewashed 1x4. Cool. I like it. Nike. Okay, I'm gonna get some more parchment out. We're gonna make like a sausage rope, I think. So we'll form it to be as long as our puff pastry sheets. Sausage rolls. And I'm gonna put some gloves on. Got the blue gloves to match the stream. Safety first. Ready, Nike? Okay, sounds good, Torino. We'll be here for a little bit more. We still have a good 25 minutes on our timer. Hey, Mr. Mide. Okay, so split this into 2 even portions to start, and then we'll see how much we have to put into the pastry. You just woke up. Oh, amazing. I mean, I went to bed at 9 p.m. last night and woke up at 7. So that was a solid 10 hours for me. Very rested. Nice, Nike. Well, I mean, it is the weekend, so we're allowed to get like a little bit carried away. This is gonna be bad though. You're welcome. So like I said, form it into a rope to be the length of our puff pastry. I think these would be really good because it's a turkey and pork kind of Thanksgiving sausage with cranberry sauce. I mean, most people eat their sausage rolls with mustard, but I feel like cranberry sauce would be really good with this. That's gonna be some thick sausage. Cranberry mustard. Kitchen is clean, Claire. Oh, you're heading to bed. Oh, it feels so funny. I wish we were on the same time zone. Love you lots, Claire. Thank you so much for the raid. Have a wonderful sleep. Thank you so much. Guys, how would we get a camera into the oven? I think we have to take some from here. I wish we had like an oven baking view. You need a special camera that has like, I don't know, heat sensitivity. I feel like that would be so much fun. Yeah, just put it in the oven. Okay, we're not trying to like bake the camera. There is a special one. That's what I thought. Alton Brown fridge cam. Yeah, that's another one as well, Polish. Okay, that looks really nice. Pretty even. Maybe I won't flatten that one out too much. This is also why I wore gloves, otherwise this sausage could stick to your hands. All right, move that over and we got some more rolling to do. We're rolling, rolling, rolling. Should be pretty pliable by this point. It's super expensive, I bet. I bet. Maybe we'll aim for that in like 3 years from now. Yeah, exactly. I didn't imagine it being affordable. But one could hope. Okay, just be very careful. Just the way they have this folded, we don't really want it to tear. In the center. And how is this side? Just help it along.
It smells so incredible out there.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not really getting any smell from the oven in here, but it's looking so nice.
Sausage rolls!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Sam says he can smell the kulebyaka outside.
What?
Kulebyaka.
Kulebyaka?
Or Kulebyaka.
Kulebyaka.
Kulebyaka. Sam breaking in the soap yet?
Who let the byaka out?
Nope, but he will need it.
Who let the byaka out? Who? Ooh, what's that?
This is Pulse soap.
Hey, Pulse soap.
Soap from Labrador.
Oh.
We're making some sausage rolls right
Can I
now.
eat it?
I know, doesn't it smell so good? No. Black cherry.
I want to eat that. That's so cool.
High five.
That was terrible. There we go.
Cut it into thirds or half. I'll definitely have to cut it in half because I know if I don't, he'll use the whole thing.
All over my
Yeah.
body.
There's glitter in it.
What?
You'll shine like an angel.
Gonna be shining.
Okay, before we put this onto the cutting board, we just need to put some flour underneath.
The bottom boards are cut.
Nice.
So 6 things left to do. And the eggs get transported outside.
Because we don't want our pastry to stick. And then I guess we should have saved our egg wash from the Kulebyaka, the fish pie. Because now we have to make more. Yeah, Nike, exactly. He's just your brother. We're like one big family. They came way down in price? What? Tell me more, tell me more. Actually, I'll just do this. Big oops, Posh. Realized your car registration was expired since July. The same thing happened to us.
Fucking since July? That's a pretty big oops.
I mean, we did that,
For a month.
but we only did it for a month.
That wasn't the registration though, that was insurance.
That was insurance, yeah.
Well, I guess they're both combined.
Same.
No, they're two different things, but they're both combined here.
Oh,
You
that's
can't get registration
true.
without insurance.
Yeah, it's combined here in BC. Oh no, Polish, how stressful. Yeah, usually we get sent a notice in the mail when we're like a month before we have to redo it. Didn't get anything. And so we were driving around not even knowing for a month that we had no insurance. It was like, that's not good. We're so lucky. But to be honest, there is not enough police here to like really get caught. Sad to say. So whip up our egg until the yolk and the white have all come together. It's pretty important for egg wash. We don't want any like stringy pieces of egg. Oh, Nike. Okay, dude, have a wonderful night at work. Stay safe, and hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow, man. You can renew online? Fancy. Okay, now we gotta put our sausage into the pastry. I might actually only need one of these. I might be able to cut it in half. Let's see. Because we're going this way. So I was thinking we'd go right in the center of this. And will we be able to fold it over? He's lurking the lurk. Sounds good, Mr. Mud. We'll do a test fold. You want paperless for only vehicle renewals. But they don't email you. Yeah. It's a trap. Oh yeah, that'll totally fit. Okay, this is perfect. So let's cut right down the center then. Guys, what should we do with the other piece of pastry? Now what? How easy is this, by the way? Like, you buy the puff pastry sheets in the frozen section at the store. Go pick up some sausage. If you need to, squeeze it out of the casing and form it into a roll. And then just put it in the puff pastry. I don't know why people don't make this for themselves more often. Oh, a brie and spinach? Yeah, dude, except we don't have any spinach. I could maybe go pick some kale from outside. I mean, sweet stuff is always good too, though. What about like a banana something or other? Banana and chocolate? Banana roll. You make a mean folded dough? Honestly, Greek, I just can't take the time to do it. Banana chocolate in puff pastry. That'd be good with ice cream. You fold it like 4 or 5 times. That is so impressive. I don't have the patience to wait. And also to roll it out. Unless I get a sheeter. But that's like $10,000. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. So we're brushing our egg wash onto the one side to help the pastry stick to itself when we roll it. Oh, really? Because the way that I was taught to make puff pastry, it takes 48 hours. But there's like 100 folds in it by the end. So many layers. Should we put the rest of the mushroom and leek cheese in with one? Guys, how to clear out the fridge. Just get creative and think about what you can put into pastry. Get out of there. We have update on our pie. 9 minutes before we can peek. 9 minutes, guys. Okay. Go for the roll. Give it a nice squish. A squish and then a tuck is what we want here. Keep everything tight. Once again, we don't really want any extra air to be inside of the roll. And then we'll do our final roll to get the seam onto the bottom. rub the extra flour off. That's a thick roll. Aw, thanks, chef. Yeah, I don't know. I had the sausage in the freezer as well as the extra pastry, so I was like, why not make something that we can like munch on or pull out if you're like, I don't know what I want to eat.
Do you have a muffin tin? A big one?
I don't have a like a 24 one.
No, like a.
I just have a 12. I have 2.
Could I have that, please?
Why, you don't have it? Or
Well,
you
I
filled them
I
all?
filled them.
Okay.
I have one 12 and one 7. I could go back there and I had Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Nice and tight. Seam on the bottom. Just do another little form. Wipe the flour off. We don't need that on when we go to bake it. Okay. What am I gonna put these onto? I mean, we should probably try baking a couple, hey? Maybe we'll bake one of each kind and then put the rest into the freezer. Greek, what pastry chefs have you been watching on YouTube? Okay, we need a pastry cutter or a dough cutter. And I think we'll do 4 out of each of these. So just go right down the middle. It's okay if it gets a bit squished because you can form it back to the proper shape. Obviously, you don't want to go slow here. The quicker, the better, I think. Like a guillotine. Guillotine sausage rolls. I'll definitely have to sanitize my cutting board after today. I'm starting to smell our pie that's cooking away. Yum. That should bake up so nice. Take a photo of that too. The inspiration. Ghiazzo. Oh, wow. That's going to be so nice, Polish. I really like that kind of style. Maybe I'll do that in here. Because that would totally match the glass racks that I have. Okay, there's 1, there's 2, and then we have 6 that we get to put away. 3 plain and 3 with a mushroom and leek cream cheese. No, I wouldn't do the wall here with the racks. I would do it elsewhere. I mean, yeah, in the bedroom would be beautiful. Have we seen the new items at Costco? No. I try not to go to Costco too often because it's dangerous. Dangerous. Okay, these guys, since there is butter in the pastry, they're not gonna stick. So you can just put those into the pan. And then we'll give them a nice little egg wash. Just gonna clear this off again. Sammy needs a snack break. I mean, we're almost ready to eat.
Oh, your dad's on snack break.
Oh, he's on snack break. At your local Costco, they have unusual stuff like Iberico and fish skin snacks. Oh, yes. So are you talking about, sorry, Iberico. So they had a Serrano ham at Costco with the stand and the knife and everything, which we actually got it last year and it was really good. And we still haven't used all this Serrano ham. But Iberico ham, that is new. Maybe it's for the holidays because people are willing to spend a bit more money and host dinner parties. This pie that's in the oven right now, insane. It's a 5-minute walk from your apartment. It is, for us, about a 35-minute drive. Ah, the Serrano is back as well. That was really fun to buy. I just reused the plastic from the pastry. So I'm gonna IQF these. There's our 2 little rolls that we'll put into the oven right meow, ASAP. IQF, individually quick frozen. And that way it won't stick to itself. You always got to egg wash the pastry. You're still waiting on those deli tubs? Hey, I was gonna say, Polish, you ordered your Lactaid because I looked for that here in the store and it doesn't exist. I was like, I really want to try Lactaid because I feel like I've been having issues digesting dairy. I feel like that might help me out. So, noted. Yahahas. Okay, just want to finish washing these and then I'll pull our Kulebyaka out. I'm gonna stick a thermometer into it to see what the temperature is internally. I mean, we do want it to be probably around 190 Fahrenheit. And that way we know the pastry is cooked through as well. You got Lactese brand online, but you usually get the house brand at the local drugstore. Ah, okay, you stock up on more for cheap. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I couldn't even find the Lactaid. It's like, the heck? Okay, these ones are going in. I'm gonna say they'll probably bake for a good 15, 20 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit. So I'll do a little switcheroo here. This is insane, what I just took out. Y'all aren't ready for this one. Nope. I didn't expect this either, though. What? Okay, so I'm gonna go right through this side to the center. Isn't it amazing? It's so beautiful. It turned out so well. Yeah, where's Bohemian Breads? Okay, so internal, we're actually only sitting at around 140 Fahrenheit. So I think we should still go a little bit longer. Let's do about 10 minutes more just to make sure that our fish and everything is cooked through. Definitely don't want to rush this. Thanks, Jen. It is gorgy. This is something you can eat because I know you eat fish. Pescatarian. I think vegan gelato, I think I need some lactate in my life. All right, 10 more minutes. We will wait. We'll be good. All right, in the meantime, gonna go bring these sausage rolls to the freezer and we're gonna switch them out with Zach's Wellingtons. I'll show you guys how those turned out. I will be back in, maybe a minute. Just have to go to the other side and I'm gonna mute because it might go staticky. So be right back. Vix, you love the purple nutcracker? That was like one of my first ever Christmas decorations I bought for myself. He's my favorite. Ba, ma, 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 ma. Yeah, look at these though. Oh, baby. This one, I don't know why all these cracked. That usually never happens. Lame at pastry. So this is all salmon. And then these four are all halibut. So the halibut ones have some of that leek and mushroom cream cheese in them. Sam and I get to keep one of the hallies for ourselves. So can't wait to try that. And then the rest are for Zach. I was thinking maybe charging him about like $5 per piece for labor for this. We'll see. That's how we do it. He brings the ingredients, leaves it up to me, and then he'll just pay us what we feel is fair for the exchange of services. That's what I thought. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. And then for me, I mean, Zach said he was gonna eat some with his grandpa and his family, so this is slowly how we're gonna get the word out in town about what we're doing. And even if we just cook for like a couple families a week, that's all we really need to do like our side project. Okay, so we'll put 2 halibuts together and 1 separate. And then we'll do 2 packs of 2 for the salmon and then 3, I think, separate. 5, 8 bags. And we have about 5 minutes left until we get to eat. Yeah, you better go check it out, Palsh. This is going to be a really thin one, so we'll wait. I think that'll be good in there for sure. Making bags. If you're wondering what this is, guys, it's a food saver. Got it from Costco, so it vacuum seals whatever food you want. And it just helps preserve it better by keeping the extra air off of it. Yeah, the Sushi Day pin. I mean, this is what we got from TwitchCon. So I don't know if it's a Sushi Day pin or a Twitch pin, because they weren't really making pins for people's channels. And the pins were all random as well. So the bags were black and you just had to kind of take a handful and see what you got. But so happy that I lucked out and got that one, right? Oh, we gotta seal this one first. Is that the big one in?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the other side. I didn't even see that you guys did the other hole already.
You guys ready?
They do work on liquids.
You guys ready?
We're ready. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow's the stream, the reveal. Yeah, there is a setting on here, Vegan Gelato, where it says pulse implication, so you can control how much it seals. So if you're doing liquids, I mean, you can control how much air it's taking out and it won't make a mess. Thanks, Vix. Yeah, we are very excited about that setup. That is an investment for our future, for sure. As we are hoping to have kind of a little smoking side business next year. So for sure by summertime, because there's a summer market here on Thursdays from 5 to 9 where we are able to sell food without being licensed. That's the very awesome part about where we live, is people do this all the time. So we know it should work. Okay, those halibut ones are massive. Yeah, it should fit in there, hey? Those are fatties. Oh man. There we go. Nice and flat. Oh, 50 seconds. Until the reveal. Yeah, you just need an aiming course to use the toilet. Thank you. Oh, man. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, you did, vegan gelato. Yes, you did. 3 grills. The biggest one is going to be used just mostly for production. And we started with the large, so that's like the OG, probably used mostly for vegetables. And then the mini one, just like quick cooks. I was 2 seconds off, it's true. Hey guys. I'm gonna set that there for a sec. Sausage rolls are coming along nicely. The fish is in the bread, yeah. Cooking koalas. Are we best friends? We could be. I can't answer that yet. There's the recipe if you guys want to check it out. This was a viewer request. A Russian fish pie. That temp is looking a lot better. So 170 Fahrenheit, I'm liking that. So let's just let that rest a couple of minutes before we cut into it. Our sausage rolls are still baking in the oven, so I'm gonna set another 10-minute timer. Yeah, Titan is everyone's best friend. Thanks. Yeah, I am so surprised how nice the dough baked up. I don't think I've ever had something come out this shiny. I don't know what I want to put this on. Maybe just a wrap. Maybe just lift it off and put it onto a cooling rack. Then we can get rid of our big sheet pan. We do like bananas because we make smoothies 5 times a week.
I like those. Thank you.
It almost appears glazed. Thank you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
This is what I get. A pre-lunch snack.
What?
A butter tart. I don't know where Vune is. Yeah, a baby pecan pie. Mm-mm-mm.
Right? Perfect time for the sun to come out. That's tasty, right? Oh man, trust. That is. That's money. Make those on the food truck.
I do like spicy food.
That's what she said. Kids could do their smoking thing and all do pies and stuff like that. Yeah,
Done.
we need desserts. Sell that shit.
Doggo's here, guys. She's wondering what we're doing. I really like spicy food. But sometimes when I eat spicy food, I get the hiccups. Okay, I'm just gonna get a plate out for this. And then I think we have to cut it with a serrated knife. So ready for this. I am Canadian. You heard one-winged angel when you said a butter tart. I don't think Avune is with us anymore today. Okay, we're sliding it off because obviously we want to eat this while it's hot. We just need to let the pastry cool a little bit before slicing into it. I might do this the other way just so I don't disturb the holly right away. Spicy hiccups, it's literally terrifying, chef, because you're trying to eat, but you can't really breathe because you're hiccuping, so you might choke on the food. Not the best situation to be in. It sucks because then you have to like stop eating, control the hiccups, and then you start again. Okay, we're going, well, let's start at the end. We'll do a nice thick piece from the end. Because I think there's an egg around this part. I see the egg. That's part of it. So mostly bread on the end, right? Because that's where we folded it over. So that's definitely a good snacking piece. This should be kind of the center of the egg. Dust! You are here for the reveal. But so far so good because we don't have a big gap on the top where it's filled. Okay, you guys. I don't know how to lift this on. Let's go this way. We're going for the tumble. We did it! The egg's not gray around it. The edges. I think I want to do one more. It's really bready on the one side. I wish it was all even. But that might just be how we wrapped it. I got a picture of it like this, and now I'm just slicing to try and get a nice picture of how it looks when it's all done and opened up. So I'm probably gonna put two slices on the plate. Yeah, very photogenic egg. We did use duck egg for the boiled eggs in the filling, and then we used chicken egg in the dough. Oh no, we lost the egg. But it looks great. I mean, the fish is nicely cooked. I think that's the most important. You don't want to cut into this and have your fish raw. That'd be terrifying. Okay. All right, egg. I can understand that you don't want to be in there right now, but you will. Get in there. Yeah, it didn't get super overcooked. And apparently you don't eat like any sauce with this. I'm gonna give it a taste and see if it needs anything. Very interesting indeed, Shiggity. try and make this into a nice photo. For the gram. I think it needs a little bit of gravy too, hey? Like I said though, I do have some green sauce in the fridge if we feel like we need it. And the green sauce is a bit spicy too. It's got some jalapeno in it. I don't know how how Russian a jalapeno is though. But we never know until we try. So let's take our first bite and assess. We'll leave the bigger one for Sammy. I'm gonna try and get a little bit of fish and the filling and the crust in one bite. Mmm. Yeah, you know the one, Titan. I think green sauce would be pretty good here. Really nice like garlic and leek flavor from the rice. The fish, in my opinion, is a touch overcooked. But luckily we saved a really nice piece of fillet from that halibut. Let's see if the egg absorbed any flavors.
Both those pieces yours or one right?
No, one's yours. The egg's a bit garlicky. I'm gonna do green sauce with it. Because there's a lot of carbs happening here, right? So like, to go along with the leek flavor, maybe do like a green leek sauce with spinach would be really, really nice.
Did I pass?
Yeah, it's really yummy. Thank you. Thank you.
How'd you think?
It's good. It's interesting.
What do you call it?
Kulebyaka.
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 Very interesting.
Carbs are your friend. Yeah, carbs are energy. Yeah, seriously, even just like a nice buttery sauce would go super good with it. Everything is tasty though. Like the bread is really nice and fluffy on the inside. Fluffy and crusty. But I mean, I'm just gonna do this, I think. Yeah, the butter won't make Sammy sweat. Hey, chef, with the nom. Nom.
Honestly, I like it the way it is.
Sammy likes it the way it is, guys. I just want to eat the crust on its own. It's very flaky. Like you would think by the color of the crust that it's going to be tough, but it kind of just flakes apart like pastry.
Maybe we wouldn't use halibut next time.
I think you do need the salmon for the fatty aspect of it. It would keep everything more moist. But we can also see why maybe that's why they put ice cubes inside of it when they rolled it, so that as it cooked, the ice would keep the fish moist.
I think that's really good. I like that.
Sammy likes it. Even with the egg like that. It's not like over boiled.
No, because overboiled it would be green on the outside.
Mhm.
Plus duck eggs taste better in the first place.
Best buds for life.
Hey, Dust Pirate.
Delish.
Gotta go finish the
Okay, guys. How did we do today for time? Just under 4 hours to make and eat this. That's not bad, considering everything was made from scratch. And then look at how much we have left still. We didn't even go through half. So that's pretty awesome. I would say that this dish is quite budget friendly. It just takes a little bit of time to prepare. Okay, what we got happening on Twitch. Thanks, guys. Hi, I'm ready to poop. How's your day been? Okay, I think we're gonna go raid Cosmicat, a fellow Canadian. You wanna see the sausage rolls? Okay, we can wait. I think they have like 2-ish more minutes. And then we'll reveal. No, thank you, Dust. Thank you. And everyone else for being here. The raids, all of the subs, the gifted subs, the donos, the biddies. It all adds up. Thanks, Pooper. Taking a peek. Sneak the peek. Oh yeah, those are going golden brown. Just gonna do a quick temp. You're looking lovely. Yes. I think I'll do a quick little broil. Broil it up. Holy, the cheese one. Chef, you're gonna love this. Okay, watch your pastry under the broiler, guys, because there's obviously some butter in there, and butter browns very quick. So this is where we spread our towel curtains on the oven and we just watch with the oven light on. Going back to the good old days when we were literally this tall and just peeked in the oven. It was just so convenient. Making a jungle curry and realize you have no coriander. No! Vaughn, that's the worst. No coriander seed or cilantro. We're just browning the tops of the rolls here. These are big ones. Biggins for sure. Get ready. Yup. Sizzling goodness. Sausage like filled it the entire way. Into it. They did swell a bit. It looks so good though. Ah! Now I want to eat that too. We'll do a cut. We'll do a cut in half. I'm gonna leave the cheese one because I feel like if we disturb it now, all the cheese is gonna sploot out. Yeah, eat it, YOLO. You only have one mouth though. And if we burn it off, that would be sad times. Oh, did it stick a little bit? That shouldn't happen. Holy, the browned meat juices that came out of the sausage. There we go. Why you stick? What's the matter? Heaven. Because the texture of this sausage when we made it was like so nice and soft. I don't know. Can we get a proper show? Yeah, we can. Yum. Like it's still juicy. This is called a sausage roll, DMG. This is some delicious British snack food. Vegan gelato, this is a leg wheel. A French steak knife. Trauma! Good to see you. Thank you very much for the 3 months in a row. Thank you for everything you've done for the channel. And that is one entry into the Christmas apron giveaway. Is it similar to pierogi? Not really. It's a puff pastry that's wrapped around sausage. There you go, Trauma. You are in the running. But this, what we made earlier this is a Russian kind of pierogi with dough, and then it's stuffed with rice and fish and all sorts of good stuff. Okay, this should be cooled off enough. I'm gonna go in for one little bite because I am curious. The flavor of that sausage, that's one of the best sausage rolls I've ever tasted. Yum. Loving the like Thanksgiving kind of herbs. Yeah, I think it's a treat. Sam appreciates it, that's for sure. Okay, guys, we're ending this stream here, but we will be back tomorrow. Don't fear. I think we'll be starting around 11 a.m. PST is our time where we're at. And we're going to be doing some lunch stuff. So obviously you guys have saw the updates with the barbecue table that's being built outside today. We are going to be firing up our new grill tomorrow. So the big boy, the extra large big green egg, and grilling up some chicken wings. So some salt and pepper wings, also a Jamaican jerk kind of marinade or spice to go on half of them as well. Look for a recipe, Vaughn, for Polish Carpathian mountain cake. Karpatka. Okay, well that's of my heritage, so I can definitely look that up. Let me just open that in a separate browser before we leave each other. Cool, mountain cream cake. That looks delish. Going with our chicken wings tomorrow, we're gonna be roasting up a cauliflower with brown butter, pumpkin seeds, and lime. Lime. Okay, guys, we are going to go raid Cosmicat. I believe she lives in Ontario in Canada. She's doing a gingerbread cabin and more info for an upcoming charity stream. Love it. Thanks, chef. You need to try that.
Snack number 2.
Sammy's in for the sausage roll. Good sausage. Really good. Just making sure I spell this right. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow. Everyone have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Take care and eat some good foods for us. Let's go spread the love through our food and drink community. Sammy's loving that. Okay, bye guys. Thank you so much for everything today. Love ya all, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.